I can sit here and I can lie. I can tell you that this is beautiful. Add a drone shot, some tropical house music to paint a pretty picture. Hide a grim reality. I won't. In a town overrun by vice, marked by displacement and greed, there is a sanctuary an island away. Jekyll and Hyde. Koh Rong and Sihanoukville. Sihanoukville, Cambodia. A tiny coastal city tucked away on the Gulf of Thailand. Inherently sleepy, yet recently ever more tumultuous for all the wrong reasons. Once upon a time ago, it was a place for Khmer families and backpackers alike to enjoy what few coasts this tiny Southeast Asian nation has. A leisurely spot marked by long white beaches, intertwined with heavy jungle that was vastly untouched by development. That was, of course, before the casinos, before the One Belt, One Road initiative, before the Chinese came knocking. You see, the issue lies in one simple problem. The massive influx of tourism and investment dollars from China is aimed directly at propagating Sihanoukville as an unregulated Las Vegas, a wild west of gambling, debauchery, and sin catered to rich Chinese citizens looking to let loose in all the ways which cannot be done without punishment in the motherland. Adding insult to injury, the ever-changing dynamics of development encouraged by the Prime Minister's need for acceptance from their mighty neighbors has taken a toll on the Khmer locals. With rents skyrocketing and everything from signs to restaurants catered exclusively to the Chinese, many residents have no choice but to pack up and leave town. If you are Cambodian, you are no longer welcome here, a second-class citizen within your own nation. Getting to Sihanoukville means you either land at the local airport and take a half-hour taxi to town, or you hop on a grueling, kidney-bursting bus ride from Phnom Penh. Now, where you want to stay in Sihanoukville is probably the harder question to answer. Back not too long ago, staying anywhere along Ouchheuteal Beach was not only convenient, but lively in all the best ways. Today, it is this. For lack of a better word, a wasteland. An utter shithole that can summarize what has gone terribly wrong here in just a quick 10-minute walk down its promenade. A beach raped by careless herds of foreigners who find themselves untouchable by local laws, protected by status with carte blanche to do as they please, whenever they please to do it. Now, the best way I can demonstrate how much of a heaping dump this beach is by telling you that this shot that you see right here was cut short because I very nearly stepped on a syringe that was washed ashore. A syringe on the sand on a beach where children play. Let that sink in. Not all is bad here, however. The Noodle Shack serves a mean bowl of broth with mystery meat of the day for only 50 cents. I mean, I'll take any win I can at this moment. You know, for a pretty gross beach, it's a really proper bowl of soup. Come here. Yes, come here. I know this can't be it. There has to be some greener grass, a syringeless stretch of sand and bungalows on a tranquil shore somewhere close. One of the best tips I can give you as a traveler is that if you're not too happy about where you are, move. Keep digging around to see if it was just a bad first impression. In Sihanoukville, that means grabbing a tuk-tuk and driving south of Ouchheuteal to Otres Beach. It's one of the last uncorrupted parts of the city, A heavily mixed expat and local community with a string of beaches that feel like the Sihanoukville of old. The further south you go, the further you'll drift from the snort lines off a roulette table crowd. How long that'll last before condos and General Tso's chicken restaurants pop up, who knows. But for now, it's a sleepy beach stronghold for hippies and backpackers. A relaxing flashback to simpler times of Khmer and Western coexistence, where your only worry would be how many pints of Angkor beer you could soak up while the hours pass carelessly. Sex, vice, crime. The dark underbelly of a city now exceeding the boundaries of the regular Southeast Asian mischief. An increasingly violent, heavily narcotic, alluring breeding ground for an omnipresent Chinese mafia. 2 a.m. under the flickering neon lights and tight walkways of the Sihanoukville Square. A place for the wicked. An adult candy shop disguised as pool halls known around this part of the world as girly bars. One drink buys you a game, but you won't find anyone interested in billiards here. Old white, Middle Eastern, and Chinese men, young Khmer and sometimes Vietnamese women, exchanging dollars for nocturnal transgressions at a guest house or hotel of choice. Immersed, perhaps enthralled in sin, one cannot be blinded. These are good women, honest women trying to make it in an all too real and bleak situation. And man, can these girls play pool. I got this. Perhaps the most oddly endearing thing I did in this city was bond with working girls over games of pool. No ulterior motives, no pretensions or judgment. Sadly, these bars, Sihanoukville Square as a whole, no longer exists. Torn down to be replaced by something decidedly less Cambodian. As a whole, you can see the rapid transformation of the city when comparing the older Apple Maps satellite imagery with the more updated Google Maps one. I don't know what it says about me that I feel a sense of loss over this demolished square of girly bars, but I do know that whatever this place is turning into is clearly not mine. I have felt all there is to feel. I have one remaining night until I head for the Thai border, and I do not plan on spending it here. This bungalow, this view, is my only sanctuary in a town that is simply not for me. For the first time in my travels, I'm packing up and heading elsewhere mid-stay. I've taken the advice of locals and set my sails to Koh Rong. Ah, yes, the ever so important waiting for some form of public transportation scene. Sometimes it's a plane. Now it's a ferry. At least it's not a freaking bus. The boat is cramped, the water's choppy, but it's anywhere but there. I have sought out asylum on an island an hour away, yet far removed from the reckless abandon of Sihanoukville. There are no paved roads, it's mostly desolate and unblemished to the naked eye. A seemingly different universe altogether, the refuge I needed. The relief I feel setting foot on the soft sand is immediately countered with a sense of disappointment for taking too long to get here. The next 20 hours will drag to repent for all that wasted time. What I can tell you is that most of the action on Koh Rong happens in the Koh Tak village, where the port is, as well as the neighboring Longset or 4K Beach. To get to that beach by bike, however, is a bit of a trek. A tailbone fracturing drive along stretches of rocks, potholes, and dirt that double as a bike trail. Ah. Holy shit. My legs wide open. Ah, Jesus. But once you get to 4K Beach, you realize the ruptured spleen was worth it. Suddenly, and ever so poetically, you've reached what illusions you conjured this part of Cambodia to be. The dubiously necessary fruity drink sipped on a beach. The ocean breeze subtly caressing your body as if to wrap you in its tropical grasp, nourishing a withered soul found lost on a lonely Khmer island. I ditch the bike and embark on a lengthy, pensive walk down 4K and back to my bungalow in Koh Rong village. Just a man, absorbing his surroundings with every step. A path through shoreline jungle, nestled by coiled mangroves, painted with a traveler's imagination. What can I tell you about Cambodia? Perhaps nothing of any value. Not for lack of description, but because words fall ever so short of feeling. The smells, the sensations, both disappointing and exceptional, can't be captured with an episode. So I'm not here to tell you to not go to Sihanoukville. The city is an interpretation better left translated by each traveler. What I can tell you is that if there's a stone, unturn it. If you love it, cherish it. If you hate it, keep looking. The key to traveling, to growing in this life, is collecting as many stones as you can.